All right, audio's okay. Screen's fine. And yeah, welcome back to Death Stranding, everyone. As you can see, I was already kind of playing the game offline. I was intending to sort of do all the side quests before I began today's stream. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to actually do it. So our objective for today would be to deliver all of the stuff to the shelters around here. I already have the aromatic oils. Just need to recover the pair of well-worn Baka boots over there, and we can do the Baka side quests. I was actually making my way through a bandit camp in a very odd situation. I was trying to be stealthy, but at the end of the day, one of the bandits actually saw my tricycle, which I had parked way out of range, and yet somehow they saw it, and all hell kind of broke loose from that point. I'm also realizing that somebody actually built a watchtower way over here, because I built another watchtower right next to, you can see it over there, right next to the bandit camp, because I felt like we might kind of need it. So the question is, do I head to Ciudad del Norte first, or do I go do the Baka stuff first? I feel like I should do the Baka stuff first before I attempt anything weird. And I built a little bridge here. Well, this is not my bridge, is it? Oh yeah, this is not my bridge. This is another player bridge, but I appreciate the help. Honestly, if I knew this bridge was here, I wouldn't have built my own one. But yeah, I built a bridge a bit further up that will allow me easy access to the Mikh'a. Otherwise, I'd have to go through the water, and that usually drains the tricycle's battery by quite a bit. Speaking of that, I should probably upgrade the tricycle as well. And let me very quickly see where that package is. It's right over here. So if we cross the bridge and slowly make our way down the length of the river, we should arrive at it. But it might be a bit rough going for the tricycle itself, because this isn't exactly traversable terrain here. And I kind of want to be careful of the cargo I have, because I've run into a bunch of boulders and rocks without fully intending it. Oh, there we go. There's the well-worn Baka, but it's not too far, to be honest.
Definitely not alone.
And it's generally quite worth doing the Baka ones. I think I kind of maxed out the one for the artist as well, because the Baka actually gives you very useful tools. The first one is the trekking boots, which has considerably more durability than your normal boots. The other is the sticky gun that I've gotten just a few moments ago. Well, not moments ago, a few hours ago. At this point. And the sticky gun is very useful if you just want to snatch some cargo from a distance and don't really want to climb all the way up or down, as long as you can grab it.
Gotcha.
The sun has begun to set. I should have probably attempted that bandit camp at night. Because there were a lot of enemies in there.
Sit down. Oh shit, you found it. Is that haven't seen anyone work half as hard as you do. It's truly inspiring.
Yeah, after you deliver the packages, everyone's like, "You're great."
I'm
It's
increasing the amount of materials you can use here.
it's a bit of a trend with all the NPCs. They just glaze you a lot.
Here you go. A porter pack. Speaking of porters, I think you look, and not just for tying cargo, like the man who delivers. No better tool for securing your cargo. As you probably know, they're also, as well as for tying stuff to your backpack and stick. The man who delivers sometimes bound his.
Sometimes as an understatement, I actually bind my enemies almost always. Okay, we got the third grade, which actually gave us just... Which just honestly gave us a patch, not as useful as the first two. But we will be coming back over here momentarily after we head home. So I'm not too worried, all things considered. Oh no! That was close. Yeah, half the battle in this game is sort of figuring out the controls and finding the path that you can take. And it's very easy to accelerate off some places without intending to. Honestly, at this point, I'm just wondering if I should attempt the bandit camp again. But if I were to attempt it, I should probably try and do it from up that slope. Like, go access my watchtower, scope out the entire area, clear out the bandits, get whatever packages they're there. Last I checked, there aren't many useful packages in there, which was one of the reasons why I didn't bother clearing it. Or rather, I was like, you know what, let me try and grab the packages while dealing with as minimal an amount of enemies as I can. Unfortunately, they saw my bike, which I'd parked down there. This time, however, I will park my bike up here, so no random bandit will notice it.
Who's out there?
Sort of wondered. Is it still 11 enemies down here? Yeah, no, it's 8 enemies. The ones that we took care of before, have not recovered. And basically this guy and the guy on the field over there, they're not around. And nighttime is a bit easier because there's only... Yeah, I think this fellow is actually sleeping at night. What is this? Heat map? Oh. You can immediately kind of get a sense of where the enemy's patrolling with this. I didn't know that. Yeah, because this enemy is asleep. Or rather just messing with that area, and this guy I don't believe moves at night. Which makes sneaking in a lot more easier than if you'd attempt to go during the day. They are a lot more active during then. I have a bit of treacherous terrain to get here. And the nice thing too is I believe that at night their visibility is lowered, so you can actually walk a bit safer without anyone noticing you, more or less. Is that an enemy? I can't even tell because of the icon. I should probably try and take care of that guy first, right? Because he has the higher vantage. Oh, that is an enemy. There's actually two of them up there. I don't really have any grass to hide on, but I can angle myself so that I'm right behind the barriers here. This is not completely ideal. Still feel like the other guy might see me if I'm not careful. And he patrols around quite a bit. There we go. Oh, a player has actually asked me to take care of this area. I didn't even realize. Ideally, you kind of want to take care of the guys on top, right? Because they have a bit of a vantage point otherwise. And to be honest, I kind of don't like running around in the light and being too visible to anyone. And does he not move?
There we go. Get out of my way.
There's the other guy. Oh. Oh my god, he saw me from that distance? No, I was completely visible to him. I didn't even realize. Angles, my friend, angles. And the main problem with enemies noticing you is it takes a while for them to stop following you. Like every enemy in the base will attempt to go towards the last location they found you. They'll look for your tracks or whatever. And I swear some enemies are actually programmed to look at exactly where you're hiding. Like this guy over here. Stealth god, I am not. I've seen a lot of people say that the AI in this is kind of brain dead. I sort of wonder what they mean, because I almost feel like they have pretty good visibility, all things considered. A lot of the times. But to be fair, I kind of walked into that one thinking he hadn't turned. But the truth is he had turned to face us. Yeah, it takes a while for the entire base to stop being alert. And these are just the basic stealth enemies too. Whoa. Feel like I'm a bit on angle to be visible by that one enemy over there. There's this guy. What is he looking at? Okay, they've gone back to normal. I guess he turns out this way after a while. Because that's the angle I kind of saw him before, and that's why I kind of took care of him. Okay, most enemies are a bit further away. Still have 4. The one guy that I want to get rid of is the guy on top of the mountain over here. You gotta get the high ground, Anakin. Construction requests. Tactical structure. No one else in here, right? I'll approach him from the other side. I feel a bit too visible over here. And hopefully he won't turn around. Okay, 2 more in this camp over there and 1 more on the camp over there. We also have a few crypto bite gummies for the Mikh'a. Yeah, okay, there we go. Sometimes just seeing the icons actually makes things a lot more difficult. Now he's crouched inside the tent. This will be an easy stealth. 8 down. Presumably. But let's approach from the side of the tent just to be safe, right? And by sneaking and not running. Because if he turns around, I'm clearly out in the open. Is there another enemy here, or is that just box we can take? Down you go. Bandit boots. Might as well grab that piece of cargo while we are out here. I'm not gonna be making a visit to the Mikh'a just yet. My intention really is to just get the cargo here and deliver it to La Libre and then head back to Sam's home and meet Lou. You are moving. Actually, this is not a good angle to approach you at all. And yeah, I need to go up the mountain and come back from the other side, where the containers are. The tents are open right this way. That guy just go to sleep. Nah, he's just crouching. Enemies can, on occasion, go to sleep. Which makes things a lot easier, all things considered. Ladder, continue repair spray, a lot of tools here, which I don't really need. You can probably donate them to some other prepper. Hoarder, not a prepper. Yeah, if you go over here, we have a pretty good angle. And I can go around the barrier to take a look at how they're positioned too. One by one. Hi Santo. Yeah, you're welcome to watch. I'm just taking care of some bandits on the way. Looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I'm gonna steal all your equipment, fellas, and donate it to my fellow porters. Go do the Emperor's bidding. Where's the guy I took care of here? Didn't I? You know what? I don't even know. Yes, it is on Ramadan hours, but as you can imagine, because we're going back to normal hours, I actually finished at 6 p.m. today. Yesterday, I finished really early, which was why I was playing a bit of Yote in the afternoon. Today, however, I finished at 6 p.m., so there is that. I mean, it kind of always happens that after a long holiday, everyone just has a bunch of work settled in. I agree. I mean, this game has great Foley effects just from walking and the sound of the night and everything. It's great. Now I think we're gonna have to crouch to get these. You know what? Nobody likes bandit boots. I'm not picking those up.
Looks like a path.
Wow, a bunch of stuff that was stolen from other people. We can probably return these at Villa Libre. And donate a shotgun. It's very early to get one of those here. Yeah, let's pick them all up. I'm here to steal your stuff. Steal back your stuff. By the looks of it. No, I should probably bind this, right? Unless there's more stuff we can liberate. Oh, of course, the most important items I completely forgot. The air purifier that I was gonna get. The whole reason I cleared the bandit camp was just to get the equipment for Villa Libre, and I forgot to pick those up. There's another container over there as well. There's a path I took to get down here. I feel like it's over there. You know what? I am gonna leave my backpack here. Let's go get our tricycle. And a little known tip, if you are running fast enough, you can actually double jump in this game. It does take quite a bit of your boot's durability though. Honestly, the amount of nonsense you can get up to in this game is amazing, especially as it goes on. The longer it goes on, the more you unlock stuff. Oh, well, oh, well. The physics of the whole thing just rocking me over. Oh, I can actually put on my backpack while I'm on the tricycle. That's something I did not know. Oh, looks like we made good time on that bandit camp too, because the whole place was cleared by the time it was morning. I should just make a mental note to always do these camps at night. It's a lot easier. You are heavy. Stack those up. And we have one vitals analyzer over there. Oh, oh, oh. Calm down, Sam. I know it's a bit unstable, but we'll get the other one before we bind these together, so we'll be fine. There we go. Get it in nicely at the top. Now, let's take off our backpack and bind this so it's not as unstable. Could I go and get that? Is it worth getting that? I do believe the materials here are pretty significant too. But I doubt I have enough weight to actually carry them all.
Okay.
Yeah, I might be overweight with these materials, but let me see if I can at least load one of them onto the tricycle over here. No, it's a little too much. You'll probably load a small onto the bike. Yeah, that's all I can actually carry. Nope. Wait, no. I kind of wanted to get the one on the ground. I am just okay. I see why I couldn't carry it. Is it because it's bound? Yeah, it's because it's bound, isn't it? No, wait, it's just I don't have enough space to carry the ceramics. It's a large ceramics too. Oh well. It's the ultimate male fantasy, Calyx. Making a tower out of your cargo. Making sure it's all delivered in one run. Unfortunately, my tower can no longer be stacked anymore. And we have places to be, story missions to do. No, I was not expecting to get the lift up there. Tactical stronghold, and what people have very interesting requests in the middle of the enemy base. Thankfully, a lot of players have built bridges and connections on this route, Villa Libre, so we can kind of take advantage of that.
Thanks for the help. Thank you, Kyle.
Wait, what kind of request is that? Weapons. Weapons. What weapons do I have? The shotgun and the assault rifle and the electric rod. 2 electric rods, 3 electric rods, okay.
Stretch my legs.
Most likely, most players will not use the electric rod, but we'll donate them anyways.
This looks like the way to go.
I didn't play. You know what? I don't remember. I definitely played Feeding Frenzy, and I think I might have played Feeding Frenzy 2 as well. But I can't be certain. I've definitely played one or the other. Where you just take a fish and go eat fish until you get larger and larger, so that the larger fish can't eat you. It's surprisingly still popular even now. Gotta give the bridge a like. I am getting a lot of usage out of it. Hey guys, it's so sunny. Now just seeing this color in the world gives me a slight headache because I can kind of feel the sun. Yeah, once you get the conversation with the book, he'll actually give you a lot of tips on how to use your equipment. Again, they're making really sure you know what's going on and how to use your tools this time. Which, in a bit of a way, kind of takes out the fun of it too. It was kind of fun figuring out the little tips and tricks that the developers hid in there before. Yep, that's kind of exactly where I played it as well. Though I think I had it on my home PC as well at the time, like an ancient one that just takes ages to boot, along with that one Archer game and a couple, then the pinball game, right? I feel like the Archer game was on each and every school PC at the time.
Did not think we would ever get this back.
Yeah, getting that final star takes a while.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I'm not going to be attempting to increase that star, that final star just yet until we are ready to leave Mexico.
Reliable as you are, few and far between. I will be sure to call on you again.
No, I don't think so. The games on our school PC that I remember were Feeding Frenzy, the Archer game, Pinball.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure thing.
Bouncing excitedly. The Archer game and Solitaire, right? No, wait, N++, yes, okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yes, correct. N++ was on our PCs. I think it was on PCs when I was about to leave school, not when we just started it. I'm slowly giving away my age. You can kind of guess where I fit in with just that information. I'll take the upper route this time. I don't think there's a generator there. That's fine. Sam's actually grunting for some reason. Yeah, the upper route has more foliage as opposed to sand, but you kind of have a bit of a rocky start to get up there. And the foliage actually makes you go faster as opposed to the sand. Age is irrelevant when you're conscious. I mean, okay, fair enough. Are we reaching the realm where our consciousness is going to be uploaded eventually? It's just one step away from having the AI overlords overtake us. Though I heard a very interesting rumor today that Sora has been shut down. And I can't tell if that's a win or a loss in some cases. At the very least, I feel like we can... I have a few people at work who regularly come up to me and be like, your job's gonna be taken over. You know, you no longer need to animate, you no longer need to take videos. Sora's gonna be doing all that for you. At the least now I can say, what, Sora? Okay, it's been an age since I've come back to this location. Ciudad Nudo del Norte.
Thank you for leaving me alone. That's the spirit. I will always support you.
And we have a bunch of stuff we can deliver here too. That kind of sounds like the plot of a movie, Calyx.
Didn't think you'd go to such lengths on our behalf. We really can't thank you enough.
I only got two stars and a half from that.
You've got some seriously impressive skills. I'll bet something like this would be right up your alley. You could use some extra materials as well, right? We'll see if we can't set a few aside for you.
Now display your current porter grade.
At that point, though, what's really stopping you from connecting your various copies together in one network? And you'd effectively have Bunshin that's capable of doing multiple things and experiencing multiple stuff at the same time.
I've shared with you data for a machine pistol. This weapon is capable of full auto fire and can be stowed securely in a holster. It may be compact, but it has plenty of stopping power. Good for all kinds of situations you might find yourself in. I hope it's to your liking.
6 Paths of Pain. Well, technically, when I said Bunshin, I was pretty much just referring to Naruto as well. Because I do believe that's what Naruto kind of does to learn the Rasengan. He makes clones of himself so that each clone's experience kind of adds up. Yeah, but in the case of your machine bodies, all they really need to do is just connect to the network, which I suppose does make it closer to the Path of Pain rather than the clones itself. Fair enough. I see where you're coming from. I'm just gonna donate all the stuff. You can kind of have them. And I also recycle the materials we have on hand. Including anything else I don't quite need, like the electric rods. I don't really need them. I should have probably given the guy some ladders too. I have a... Oh, I did not check what I had on my body. There should probably be another request in this vicinity that we can give those tools to. Or maybe not. Okay, maybe not, because most people have already sort of finished this area, right? It's an interesting choice. And the funny part is that most of the characters in the Death Stranding games, you sort of remember their names, even if you don't remember their faces, because they're usually named after whatever location they are in charge of, in Death Stranding 1 anyway. So when you meet Alex Weatherstone in Death Stranding 2, you're like, wait a minute, I kind of remember this guy. But I still have a long way to go for the rest of the game. Last I left off, it was right after we connected the first building in Australia. Good evening. And honestly, watching Sam drink stuff always makes me want to drink myself. Should probably get some cans of tea myself. Keep it in stock in the fridge. Oh, don't worry, I have plenty of hydration right next to me. So I might take a bit of a break before we set off to revisit Lou, in quotation marks. Now the question is, if you guys had a spot like this, a private room like this, would you consider it dystopian? Or would you consider this to be relatively comfortable? And he's actually sitting this time. I'm not sure why that cutscene changes. I feel like it changes depending on how you played the game. Okay, you know what? Let me take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Alright, and back. Now that both Sam and I had a break, let's actually go back out. Do I want to wash my face before I go? Sure, why not? This is more my own thing, right? I kind of do this a lot at work too, like whenever I take a small break to make coffee or use the facilities, I'll always wash my face. And yes, Calyx, I suppose minimal outfit, minimal equipment would be considered a bit of a guy thing. And this, in a very bad way, kind of reminds me of the rooms in Ghost Runner. Ghost Runner? What am I thinking of? Ghost Runner is a game, right? Oh, what? Okay, well, I always press the wrong one. We want to go outside. There we go.
Departing facility.
Let's see if the request has come back. Unfortunately, no. Usually whatever requests that people ask for do appear a lot. And once again, this is a difference in play time, I suppose. When I played this, on release, there were a ton of people asking for supplies over here. Mainly because everyone was playing at the same time and was in Mexico. But now I'm guessing most of the players are in the other continent. So there are less supply requests around. But that being the case, I can just donate the ones I don't need, I guess. There's already a bunch of stuff that's been donated by a lot of other people as well. I'll take the materials because those are always nice to have. And I will donate my own. I'll keep one container repair spray just in case. One ladder. To be honest, I kind of don't even need the ladder. Let's donate one transporter boot. No, and donate the one that's actually useful, not the one that's already been used.
Thank you for your cooperation. All contributions are welcome.
I kind of have to wonder, like, do these players really not need the materials that they're donating us? Because I'd assume that almost everyone kind of wants materials as much as possible. Auto arrange them, check what I have: sticky gun, maser gun, transporter boot, tracking boots, kryptonite gummies. I should just store that one in a private locker. We'll be coming back here in a bit, so I'll deliver this to the Boca when we return. And now that our side stuff is off, we can finally head towards loot and the next big story thing that's gonna happen. Why is there a rope there? Wait, I forgot. Gotta give likes to whatever facility I'm using. If I use anything you guys have built, you're definitely getting... Like, we do not push in the rope for we are not worthy. I feel like he accidentally placed it right in front.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound. Your shelter is under attack.
They're in danger. I gotta get back.
Kind of what we're doing right now. Wait a minute. Capture? What am I capturing here? Oh, it's a crypto byte thing. Okay, never mind. There aren't even any floating crypto bytes there. Oh no, I'm in danger.
For these guys.
You know, the fun part is that Sam can see them from wherever he is. So, props to whoever made the watchtower in this location. Again, a very different experience from doing it your very first time. There are 7 hostiles around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, 4. Where's the 7th one? I'm not seeing him. Either way, they're sort of expecting me to go down that route, and I think I'll do what I did last time, which was just to go around them. And if you're wondering, yes, the cutscene does still play if you go around them. Pick up this for safety, just in case we need to engage. Nope, Sam, nope. I swear I mistake the button to turn off the lights. Game, if you could give me a refresher. There we go. See, the thing with going with this route is that you still kind of need to navigate around it to some extent. And I didn't quite get lucky this time because I feel like somebody placed a ladder that way last time. And I could just go down the bridge. You can kind of see the ladder over there too. Pick that up. There we go. Come on, Sam. I know you can do it. We're gonna avoid those guys as much as we can. Oh, there's a bit of a gap here too. Oh no, Pokemon. Unfortunately, Calyx, I am not a Pokemon fan. I have, would you believe I have never played any Pokemon games? The person you're looking for most likely is the Hussein, right? Because he's a huge fan of Pokemon. Like, he loves that stuff. In my case, I think I make fun of him rather for his obsessiveness with Pokemon instead. Oh no, I wasn't. Yeah, I guess I wasn't much of a Nintendo kid. I was more of a PlayStation kid, all things considered. This is either the stupidest thing I've done or the smartest thing I've done. And I did have a Game Boy, when I did have the Game Boy, I played more stuff like Kirby and Zelda, right? Never Pokemon. Yeah, I figured this was gonna happen. Should have placed another ladder there. Now I'm gonna lose my tricycle. And if I get off this, Sam is actually gonna fall into the water. Oh, I had a 3DS, but no DS as well. No, I'm just very clipped at this moment. Oh, right, I forgot I could jump with the bike. I'm gonna try and get my wheel up on the ladder. There we go. Oh. And as you might expect, despite actually taking the other route, they still appear, and you do get the cutscene here. There's bob and weave, bob and weave. The Game Boy Advance SP. Okay, Game Boy Advance I definitely didn't have. No, and we get our Gray Fox equivalent over here. I'm not exactly sure who this is, to be honest. Or why they're helping Sam. And it's not a Kojima game without a cyborg ninja, right?
What was his deal?
Exactly, so. Just wait and see. It's actually Raiden. Another possibility, considering.
gunfire detected at your shelter. Destruction of personal database confirmed.
Move!
All to say, we need to be hurrying very quickly. It's a rear wheel drive. All the power is coming from the rear wheel, so as long as I can get acceleration and pull this up. You know, I like the original motorcycle in Death Stranding 1. And initially when I got the tricycle, I was a bit disappointed, but then after playing with it for a while, I'm like, okay, this is the superior vehicle. By a country mile. I do believe we might have a bit of a scrap on our hands.
Okay, just a bit further now.
No, I actually ran out of battery to get here.
Nobody's home. Maybe outside.
And you can kind of tell that the game really wasn't meant for indoor places with this. The very close camera. That's a good house plan setup though.
She can't have gone too far from the shelter.
Those are my own footprints. It was this way. Now, there's a very obvious trail you need to follow. For some reason, I'm missing it. Oh, there we go.
What the hell happened?
It's counteracted by the weight at the back, is my assumption. Well, it feels that way in the game, right? They done a good job with the weight. And when Sam comes back, you discover Fragile has been attacked.
Lou. I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
It's arguably the smartest thing Fragile does there. And she uses the cargo delivery elevator to get away. I'm not exactly sure why she gets discovered, though. Maybe the noise, but even then, they'd have to try and catch up to her first, right?
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of Blue like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Blue out. Just Blue. I couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry.
And this is also another thing where I'm not exactly sure if Sam is hallucinating or not. The implication is that Lou has died and essentially has become a spirit. Which is why she goes back to the container she was in Death Stranding 1. And you sort of see her spirit vessel inside that pod. Well, at least that was what I was thinking, but later on you'll meet another character who will comment on the fact that Lou is not in here.
Sam, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Even Fragile can't see Lou in this.
You can't. Because you're dead.
The rumors of your death were greatly exaggerated. They definitely always do a good job with the music in the series. And then you restart 1 month later back in the same position you started the game at. Except this time there is no loot. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, considering that we already have a cyborg ninja, I am completely expecting them to just go off the rails at some point. And they surprisingly killed Lou very, very early on. Initially I thought, you know what, in hindsight that kind of makes sense when I was playing this before, right? Because Sam can already see the BTs without Lou's help. When I started the game, I was thinking that he'd come back for Lou and then Lou would help him see the BTs. But then your first encounter with the BT lets you know that, hey, Sam doesn't need Lou anymore. And they effectively removed the gameplay reason, the narrative reason for Sam to always have Lou around, unlike he did back in Death Stranding 1. You're in a bit of a bind here. There's a giant PD right next to us. Yeah, Lou dying was definitely not on my cards, that's for sure.
There was no way for the two of us to escape together. Escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou.
Yeah, we come to another mechanic that's not quite explained if you did not die before that. Sam is kind of immortal in this game. Like, whenever he dies, he effectively goes into the land between the living and the dead. And he comes back. He's known as a repatriate, right? Good question. How do you kill a repatriate? I assume they just live out their life and die at some point, right? Just pass on at their own beach. And that scene kind of still indicates what Sam was doing during that 1 month. And if you weren't sure of what was happening, once Sam comes back to life at this point. you find that he actually had a gun with him as well. So why the octopus tentacles? Is he imagining things?
Sam, I know there's nothing I can do to make it right. I know.
Yeah, in that 1 month, he's become a bit of a wreck. It's kind of not obvious from his house itself.
Sam, stop hurting yourself. Please.
And yeah, in case it isn't clear, again, Sam is pretty much immortal. And when he unloads all the bullets in this gun, you notice that they're all blanks, that they've been fired, which means that during that 1 month, Sam has tried to kill himself over and over and over again. But because he's immortal, he keeps coming back.
There is nothing left for you here. Nothing but sadness and regret. You can't go on like...
Which I think is a very good way of storytelling, right? Because the game is kind of trying to avoid the fact that it's kind of telling you instead of it's showing you instead of telling you, which is ideal for any form of media that involves you just sitting and watching.
Come take a walk with me.
Yeah, and he's not the exact Sam that we knew before. The DS3 Magellan.
Come meet my crew, Sam.
Your Timu Metal Gear.
It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
Yeah. DS3? I'm not entirely sure I remember what it was for. David will explain to us in a bit. Or we can look it up on Corpus when they finally get to us. And yeah, if you're wondering why they're black and white, it's because they're sort of in the land of the dead, or the land in between dead and living. Is it DTV? I think it's DS3, right?
Blood alcohol content nominal.
Well, it looks like someone needed a nap. Hope you like your new private room. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Wait, hold up. Where's the pod? Where's Lou?
Settle down, Sam. You'll see us soon enough.
Yeah, this is the point where I'm starting to suspect that Sam might be kind of hallucinating Lulu in the pod. We'll meet a new character who kind of semi-confirms that. Semi-confirms that. Yeah, let's get our stamina back. Although I'm not sure that the effect applies in this particular scene. Okay, it's already maxed out. We kind of don't need the drink. I'll eat the cryptobite. And use our sink. Because again, he's definitely seeing stuff. And a huge part of that is the fact that Sam is immortal. He's connected to both the land of the living and the dead. So weird things happen to him all the time. Usually it happens in dreams. Usually. Because that's when he connects the most with the other side.
Bridge, Sam. And to the DHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
Funny thing is, Sam will actually check each and every one of the rooms.
If you got here, courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face.
Gotta secure the perimeter.
Privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry. This is the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor and geophysicist. He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed. And a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the Tar currents.
The ebbs and flow in the layer of tar between the Earth's crust and the upper mantle. Tar occasionally seeps into the crust itself and flows very close to the surface in some places. When the tar first appeared after the Death Stranding, it didn't flow at all. But as the dead became stranded in the world of the living, an imbalance formed between them. One theory posits that this led to the creation of a tidal force that caused the tar to flow. The fact that tar first appeared when the Death Stranding struck and that time appears to progress differently within it suggests that tar comes from the beach. No one, however, has been able to confirm this. Yeah, all this to say that we can, because it's something that's come from the land of the dead where time is non-existent. If you dive into the tar, you can travel huge spaces. And that's kind of what the vehicle uses to teleport from one location to another, to put it kindly. No entry about. Okay, quick. No, I think I read this one too. The DSV Magellan yet.
We all have to bathe in Caralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam.
And then another face you might be familiar with, George Miller.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah, though the computer does most of the work.
So this is a submarine?
Spot on. We dive into the tower and use it to travel underground.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth. There are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
Commander.
Huh. So where are we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side, Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
You know, the problem is not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
Well?
Ah, so Lou is the child's name. Hello? Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not. It is an honor, Sam.
I love the fact that
What?
this character, who we'll know the name of in a moment, is animated on a different frame rate just to emphasize the fact that he's a doll.
Puppet? No. No, I am alive and my own master.
This is Dahlman. A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well, you get it.
And again, the Ka is the spirit of the person, right? And during the events of Death Stranding, somehow or another, Dollman's spirit got stuck inside a doll. And he will deny being a puppet all he wants. He's effectively a puppet.
He used to be a spirit medium.
And one of the best characters in the game, yeah, I agree, Kate. So from what little I know of him.
Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Sam, that pod is empty.
Yeah, and it's this particular line that makes me suspicious as to what Sam is seeing. Because Sam was assuming that Lou died and that he's seeing Lou's spirit inside the pod. But no one else is seeing it. It's possibly just Sam. Even Fragile is like, what's wrong, Sam? What's happening? What are you seeing? During the previous cutscene when she was on the bed, sort of getting treated. So I'd bank on Lou actually being kidnapped for now.
You know, no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do.
They might think that,
Yes, I think you two should.
or at least Fragile
one
is
more
dead, right?
adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
Belmont is not on the Slack. But he's quick on the uptake, all things considered.
Sam, we've arrived. In case you're wondering, my hand is traveling through the tar currents, which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Still not fully equipped, though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
From halfway around the world, how are we supposed to do that again?
By using the Mexican plate gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
Go and get your gear sorted.
Does Starman have phantom pain? Well, at the point that I played for, it's never explained whether his arm was cut off, whether it was just lost in the tar. It almost feels like he still feels it because he says it's in the tar, and that's what's helping him move the DHV Magellan. So maybe it's not cut off and he doesn't feel any pain, but the illusion is there, right? To Venom, definitely.
We'll be waiting.
I mean, all things considered, this actually feels more Metal Gear than the first Death Stranding. There we go. We actually got an entry into the DHV Magellan. Not to stick his hand in holes. Okay, now let's check out Corpus because I want to know. I'll look at all these much later because they usually are kind of interesting to read about. Fragile's auxiliary hands. According to Fragile, the hands belong to someone that is not of this world. They're linked to her car near at the beach. Hands are meant to connect distant things after another bit of mystery. How these hands move. Dead man we've already met. Tarman. Tarman's right hand is lost somewhere in the tar, and its presence there seems to allow him to read the tar currents. It's unclear how or when he developed this ability. Tarman's binoculars, which he always wears around his neck, serve no purpose in piloting the ship. Instead, they allow him to indulge in his passion for bird watching. Dollman. Although Dollman once possessed a physical body, currently his soul, his Ka, resides within a small doll. He is a doom sufferer and once worked as a medium. Though he has since lost his powers, he does still have a deep connection with BTs and the dead. However, and his insight is deemed that pause was not necessary. His insight is deemed invaluable by Drawbridge. Yeah. Dollman really is the MVP for Sam in a lot of ways. He supports Sam a lot during the journey. And the other people we met. Golden Hunters. Actually, I'm looking for... Okay, here's the answer to your question, Calix. Sam is able to physically visit the beach. However, if his soul were to be separated from his body there, it would proceed directly to the world of the dead. In other words, Sam is able to die when he's on the beach. Oh, hey, Santa. No worries. Hopefully you had fun carrying out the orders of our Grand Emperor. And all good Space Marines need to go back and rest, so that you may do your duty once again. The Emperor protects. Nightfall. Where is the DSV Magellan? Is it in another point? Oh, there we go. Deep tar hunting vessel. Emperor is false. Oh, you believe in the theory that the Emperor is false? That the Star Kid is the second coming of the Emperor, is that it? Yep. It's deep tar hunting vessel. Hunting vessel. Interesting. Eerie, I know it. Okay.
For another trip with Daddy? Okay, kiddo, let's go.
Gotta make sure we look good before we set out. But yes, and take care and good night. Get a good rest and hop on your stuff tomorrow once again. Take each day one at a time. Bit of an odd choice, having the player go through all this. There we go. Back to the SAM model we know. Okay, yeah, you get a bunch of new VR training as well. Nothing new on this front. Well, maybe except for the BB. I swear I had another hat too when I got to this one. One without the wear me thing. Yeah, this one might actually take me a bit to get, because it does involve you trying to beat your high score and everything. Such a weird thing, right? The social science system just acting like Facebook at times. I did not use it at all now, so I used to be on all sorts of social media when it first popped up, but I managed to get away from it for the most part. Yeah, because all of this is timed. And I think I took some time to actually make sure I get the high score and everything last time, but maybe not this time. Or if I am getting the high score, I'll probably do it off stream because it's going to take me a bit to get back into the swing of things. Wait, do I not have weapons? Oh, I should have weapons. Yeah, I was wondering what happened there. something about this music that I like too. Oh, I missed that one. Got a 500 on that one. As you can see, I'm not good with moving targets. If they're standing still, that's another thing. I missed one target somewhere. This happened to me the previous time as well, I think. It's over there, way over there. Oh, you are just hiding. Unfortunately, the fact that I took 3 minutes will probably dock my score a bit. Yeah, A rank, unfortunately. Let me give it one more whirl. We'll use the handgun this time. You were what I missed last time. Yeah, a bit of training before we begin our trek back in Mexico. What do I have here? Oh wow. Just we're... Damn, take out your strand. Not sure why my parry is not appearing. There we go. Okay, you know what? We might need to retry this one. Need to be looking at them too. I honestly don't remember having this much trouble before. Is it because I'm trying to use this strand? Yeah, I really do wonder if it's because I'm trying to use this strand. Oh, wow, okay. I've definitely gotten a lot more rusty with combat than I remember. Because I feel like I did that very easily the very first time I did it. Yeah, at A rank again. Let's give it a go again. I'll do the rest of the VR training off stream. Not the most fun thing to watch me try over again. And I am a bit obsessed with always getting to the top of these leaderboards when it's only the NPCs. Oh, come on. No, that was not a good start. You have a very limited window to use your strand to bind them. And the strand is ultimately the best weapon if you can use it. This feels a bit clunky for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Now, please. There you go. Feels slow, all things considered. Yeah, I think that's still a bit slow. Probably gonna get any rank. One more try, one more try. This is why I never do these VR trainings on stream. I'll keep trying until I get the hang of it. The good thing is it does give you a lot of practice on actually using your controls. What? It's not what I intended to do. Okay, no. Let's retry. And I think I understand why I've been so slow in picking up the containers. It's because I had the strand equipped all this time. I need to unequip the strand when I'm not using it. Sam? Oh, come on. Ow, I got hit by that. Okay, that's good time. I'm getting a bit of a hang of the melee combat once again. Although, to be honest, ideally I never want to engage in... No, that was still too slow. Okay, one more time. Yeah, this is, again, this is the reason why I never want to do this stuff on stream. I'll keep trying. Honestly, just using the luggage is the best way to do it, but I'm so inexperienced with it right now. Taking me a while. There we go, easy 4 minutes. All right, I'm happy with that score. We'll call in for now. There's plenty of other things we can do with the Porter Mastery program. But I'll do these as side quests off stream so that we can kind of continue the story. Although, to be honest, a lot of the stuff that we'll be doing in Mexico for now, at least for today, will probably be just side quests. And probably finish a bit off early too. Or I might just call the stream here tonight and just do the side quest so that I'm not boring anyone. But yeah, now we can actually go to the surface, and this puts us automatically in near the former geophysics laboratory.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
And here's another unexplained thing.
You think you have a choice?
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh? Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
It sounds so annoyed by it.
You read me. You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
But yeah, the thing with the original Death Stranding was that if you you were sort of using the specially bred babies, the BBs, as, and indicator of where the spirits were, where the BTs were, right? And for some reason, whenever Sam connected the system up, he would always see the memories of the BB, which is known as the bleed effect. But this time we're seeing a different memory, possibly indicating that, like I was theorizing before, that this BB is not Lou, it's somebody else.
Vehicle customization services now available.
I do believe I have a different bit of colors here. There we go. Let's go with the dark black and the green. Works well. As ironic as it is having a green customization on an account that's named Crystal Blue. Oh yeah, I'll have to deliver this to the Boca as well. I'll take the blood bag, a ladder. Don't need climbing anchor in this region. Sticky gun. Probably the maser gun, right? And a blood grenade in case we run into any spirits. Wait a minute. Where's my vehicle? Yeah, right out of the geophysics lab. And where we need to go is all the way up to the plate gate, which is beyond the physics lab and into the cold mountains. That's where the next story stuff is, but I'll probably spend some time maxing out everyone's relationship in Mexico before I proceed to Australia. So the rest of the stream is probably just going to be me doing just random delivery pickups for each and every area. So also check whether there are any aid requests, because that's usually when I end up mostly finding the stuff for everyone. Yeah, nope. Enable vertical traversal. What are you guys even doing up there? Why is someone traveling all the way over there? A lot of the Death Stranding players are just kind of weird. But yeah, these are all requests put in by other players that you can help with. It's putting in an enemy request over here, but I don't believe there are like any enemies here. But yeah, I'm gonna make some PCCs So I need to back into the Magellan once again. Build a storage facility, find as many equipment as I can, and try to max out my relationship with all the NPCs over here before we proceed.
I haven't been outside in a long while. Let's get going. If nothing else, this journey should give you a chance to mourn.
Yeah, Dollman for the most part acts as Sam's support, including helping him come to terms with what's happened with Lou. Which is why he sort of becomes everyone's favorite character by the end.
You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it will weigh you down like an anchor. However much it hurts, you must carry on and do what only you can do. Grieve, of course, but keep moving. And when all is said and done, you can take stock. Decide what's next.
You can kind of see the Magellan, I believe, go inside the tar. Or just float above it. Not entirely sure what it does.
There we go, get out of my way.
Yeah, I was gonna be picking up all the materials and the equipment here, and we'll start delivering them to each and every one of the residents. As you can see, this ruin usually includes a lot of dropped cargo that you can deliver. Unfortunately, running around it kind of requires you to be on foot because it's all messed up. Oh, that's a heavy package. Haven't used this in a while. Let's see if I got my touch. Yeah, you can use this gun to kind of find equipment that's far away and catch it. The downside is if you take it this way and you don't catch it, I've forgotten the button to catch it. If you don't catch it, the equipment actually gets damaged. The cargo gets damaged. But it's useful if you kind of don't want to traverse the place. I would just use it in a very lazy way, but ideally you want to take it when it's in a low place or a high place, when you can't reach it, basically. And the sticky gun is really where the game just opens up on the fun factor of finding packages and delivering them. There's just something weirdly cathartic about just finding packages and delivering them. Alright, first stop, I'm gonna head up to the research laboratory up there, because we have a few packages for them. And if possible, I'll try to find a watchtower another player has built, because those usually help you find whatever's in the vicinity really easily. This is the way we need to go as well, because the gate that connects Mexico to Australia is up on the mountains. Just gonna give a like to that player, because that helps repair anything that I damaged, like the cargo that I just got. Correct, and the giant duck is one of the holograms you can leave when you place down a structure. Did you not know that? I'm kind of surprised you didn't realize. Oh my god, whoever put the sign there, that has to be a troll. Yeah, this has to be a troll, because the moment you enter here, you're just gonna boost right into the garage. Kajimbo needs to get brain dead. I mean, I feel like that's one of the things that people like about his games, just how weird they are. So did I not only have one package for Alex? I thought I had more.
We've been waiting. Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today this data ought to make your life easier. Our way of supporting you like you support us. You'll find that you can claim more materials from our...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've just shared a new schematic with you. It's for a lightweight assault rifle. It occupies less space when carried as cargo, making it that much more portable. Also, it has a faster rate of fire than the standard assault rifle model. It's my hope that this will help you to do your job with less hassle. While you keep busy out there, we'll focus on our research here. Come back anytime. You're always welcome.
Yeah, he's gone miles past it, and then sort of the reason why we enjoy it, right? Like, consider just the concept of Death Stranding as a game.
I seriously can't thank you enough.
Most games are essentially about getting from one point to another. Either you're escorting someone or finding a crystal or something, right? But in this game, it's literally just going from point to point with packages. He likes to make commentary like that. And it's the weirdness that I think people like more than his philosophical storytelling, because most of the storytelling is just all over the place, right? There's a watchtower here we can use. Dude, scope out any packages. Special American Bear. It's a large container too. There's the cryptobite stuff for the Boca. There should be a bunch of stuff in this area too. The artist. Yeah, I should probably just get this and then come back up, because that is an L piece of cargo. Oh, I could do a loop around it. And then we can directly go, whoa, another speed boost right there. We can directly go to the artist from this location. Well, to be fair, I'm trying not to speed up on the rocky terrain, because if I run into something, I'm going to damage the cargo. And it also moves slowly on the sand, so there is that as well. Like, I don't have the entire accelerator pressed down. Now, the Bucka really loves his cryptobite gummies. That's the second piece of package with Dad. In BF Federic. Is this needed for the lab, or this is for the C1 South Distribution Center? It's a small package though, we'll pick it up. Oh wait, is it raining? And that's usually not a good sign. There is a timefall shelter here though, so not to worry. Because where there is rain, there are usually ghosts around. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, I think for the rest of the stream, I'll probably be doing a bit of side quests to max out all the residents in Mexico before we proceed to the next story point. I think that's something everyone would like, right? These are 2L packages. There's another one right over there. Everyone wants to know what the cut content from that game is. Whoa, calm down. And you get a sudden boost of speed there. But honestly, I'm kind of okay with where MGS is now. I feel like it's run its course. And I'd rather have Kojima make as weird games as like this as possible.
Hey Sam, it's a pleasure to see you.
You know, I need to remove that sign. To be fair, other than the parts where you're running from one point to the other in MGS, all the other mechanics in that game was excellent, right?
We can always use the help.
And no matter what you say, Kojima games always kind of are never formulaic.
Oh, picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone.
Ah, we can get the additional star.
Appreciate the help. You take care.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, wait. Before we leave, normally I'm not one to remove anything a player puts up, but I swear whoever puts this up did it just to annoy people. So I'm afraid I'm gonna have to dismantle you.
Thank you. Kindly.
You've been such a huge help.
Okay then. To the D1 distribution center. C1. I think that might be the first sign that I've ever removed that's done by someone, right? And the first sign that has actually managed to troll. Because most of the stuff in this game is geared towards helping other people. Like, imagine playing a sign down here, right? Even if you got a speed boost, you have a bit of room to actually stop over there. Also, I forgot to wear a cap for Sam. He's gonna be affected by sunburn.
Come to visit us again? Picked this up while you were out and about, huh? I've got some data I'd like to share with you. Every little bit helps, you know? We've reserved more materials for you to use.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This schematic is for an enhanced version of the blood grenade. Your contributions to our work here were the key in making this new weapon a reality. Hopefully we can give you other tools to better combat the threats you'll be facing in the future. But to do that, we're gonna need your continued support too.
Yep, pretty much.
Order completed.
Which is why, again, it's very worth just finding stuff for all the porters here before you leave. But I feel like the final star you get in this area is kind of useless. It usually gives you something decorative. I'm gonna place everything that's part of the geophysics lab. Odd, I swore I had some stuff for the geophysics lab on me. Oh, it's on the tricycle. Wait. Even if it's on the tricycle, it should kind of show. No. Cryptobite gummies. Yeah, nothing for the geophysics lab. These two are just ones that I kept in the private locker before. Okay, what I'm gonna do is... No, here we are. This was what I was looking for. I'll deliver these for when I'm coming back up the mountain. And I'll offload the materials here so that we have more space. But you know what? That might actually be a good point for me to stop as well. It's almost about to be midnight. And we are at a place where Sam can kind of get some rest. Supply request tools and field wear. Okay, buddy. Let me make you some. I do have some on me as well. I have a blood bag, a container spray. Let's make one ladder. One container repair spray. Trekking boots. And I'll give the extra PCC I have on hand to you. Oh, wait. But yeah, we're gonna go to the private room and call it for the day. Sam's gonna get some sleep, and so am I. Can't beat a cloud of blood. But yeah, if anyone's watching, take care and good night. I will actually be back with more Death Stranding tomorrow night. And hopefully, I'll do all the side quests here off stream so that we can move on to the story stuff. My goal would be to max out my relationship with all of the vendors, all of the NPCs. It shouldn't take too long. Willa Libre is already up, but I do recall that the final star usually involves doing a lot of deliveries for them. The artist is almost maxed out. So we only have a couple of places that need full maxing out. We'll see. I'll pick up the packages as we go along. Each of the areas have a specific place where it's best to look for their stuff. Like I know you can find a lot of the stuff that's needed for C1 over here. Villa Libre is usually in this area, and the bandit camp in this area. The Baka stuff is over here and in this vicinity, so we'll see. You'll see, though I'm finding quite a lot of Baka stuff here as well. Again, if anyone's watching, take care and good night. Here's Mikh'a, signing off.